In this video, I'm going to show you how I created this look using Huda Beauty's new Brown Obsession palettes. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nina Ubhi. I'm a makeup artist and a beauty entrepreneur. This is where you'll find all the content I create on everything beauty related. Also a few vlogs to give you an insight into what I get to do when I'm not in the studio or in front of my clients. Now, if there is anything specific you guys want me to create or cover, then let me know in the comments below. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is @NinaUbhi, where you get to keep up to date with daily beauty news and get to see loads of PR unboxing. If you like this video, then press that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell button so that you're always notified whenever I send out new content, which by the way is every 3 days. So let's get straight into the tutorial. And to make it easier for you guys, I've listed all of the products I've used in the description box below. So if you need any of them, all you need to do is click on the links. So I'm going to start with the Huda Beauty Toffee Brown Obsessions palette, and I'm really drawn to that yellow shade in the middle, so I'm going to start with that. So I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty shader brush, and I'm just going to basically apply this all over my lid. And I'm actually really surprised at how quickly the pigment is showing up. I didn't think it was going to be this pigmented, because usually when you use a yellow, I feel like you've got to really keep building it up. So I really like the fact that you can see this, otherwise you just keep packing it on and then there's just too much product. I'm going to go into the crease just a tiny bit, but I don't want to go above it. We're going to go in with a different colour there. What I really do love about this yellow so far is that, comparing it to other yellow shades that I've used before, when you keep blending, the colour just comes off. Have you ever had that where you apply an eyeshadow and it looks great, and then you go in with some more colour, like more of the same colour because you want to build it up, and then it's like you're just taking off what you've just applied? It sounds weird, but it does happen. And if it's happened to you, let me know in the comments below, because, you know, I just want to know it's not just me. But yeah, and that depends on the eyeshadow, I think. Like, this is good. I've gone in with a couple of coats of eyeshadow and it's staying where it is, which I like. So I'm now going to go underneath. So I'm going to go into my lower lashes, and I'm just going back and forth with the brush. I only want like a nice hue there. I don't want it to be like full on yellow. I just want it to look a bit brighter. Okay, I like that. I'm going to go over to the other eye and get that done really quickly. So I'm going to go in with the Chocolate Brown Obsessions palette, and I'm using this shade here. It's like a warm brick brown shade, and I'm using the Smoke and Smudge brush by Huda, and I'm using the smudge part of the brush. Now, I know when you kind of look at most tutorials or looks that people create from the Obsessions palettes, I feel like they're very similar in the sense of placement. For example, you'll always have that dark kind of socket area and it's been perfectly blended, and then you've got the lighter shade and that's about it, and maybe some glitter there, which I personally feel like is a bit repetitive, and I want to kind of create different easy looks with these palettes. So I'm going to show you how. Now, you honestly don't always have to spend so much time blending into the socket. I'm going in with this brush, and like I said, it has that kind of warm brick tone. Now, we're not going to go all the way across, because I feel like as soon as you start adding so much colour around that area, it just turns into like a really smoky look, and it looks the same as every other look that you see on the internet. I was going to say internet. Does anyone even say internet even anymore? Okay, whatever you see online. But yeah, so I'm going to go in with my smudge part of the brush and with that warm brick shade, and I'm going to go in and touch the socket line here. You can raise your brows a very small amount if you have got slightly hooded eyes, but if you have got hooded eyes, just go a little bit higher than usual. So what I'm going to do is just touch that area there, just so it's giving me a marker point there, right? Now I'm just going to create a semicircle, but very short, so not very round. Literally that is it. And we're gonna start kind of fading it out. So usually you see, you know, this dark shade all the way across the socket line, and you know, it just looks the same as every other eye look. So it's very subtle, and we're not taking it all the way in and we're not taking it all the way out. So we're keeping it pretty small. Now what this does is it almost just gives you that depth there without it being in your face. Like, you don't always have to cover that entire area with a darker shade. So we're just keeping that pretty small, making sure that it's kind of the edges are slightly blended and it doesn't look super harsh. Literally all I'm doing is making sure that it's very subtle. I'm literally just making sure that the very center part of this has more pigment than the kind of ends of it. And you can see I've kept it very small. It's not going all the way into my socket, it's not going all the way out, because we're trying to avoid having that typical look. We are gonna just keep it just here, so it's almost like a very kind of, very subtle cut crease, but it's not fully developed, if you get what I mean. I mean, you can already see the difference. Like, look how lifted this looks without it looking like I've gone for a full-on evening glam look. And this one obviously is looking a bit flat, so we're gonna go ahead and just change the other side. You could also do this with any other color. So don't feel like it has to be a brown. It can be any color which is either very bright and bold so that it stands out. Like, if you do that with the yellow, it's just not gonna stand out. So you've gotta pick your color carefully, but you've got a wide variety to choose from. So yeah, I think that is more or less done. I think we've got like a nice amount on either side. When I'm looking straight ahead, it doesn't look like it's too overpowering, but at the same time, it's kind of giving me that really nice depth in my crease area. I'm gonna go back in with my Toffee Brown Obsessions palette, and I'm using this really deep brown shade here. It's like a cool chocolate tone, but it's quite deep. So I'm gonna go in with my smudger brush from Huda, and I'm gonna apply this very close to my lash line. Now I'm almost tight lining, and then I'm gonna smudge it. So I'm going super close because I just want that extra depth before I put my lashes on. So I'm literally just pressing it. I'm not even kind of going side to side. I'm literally just pressing it in so that it gives me some color there and some depth, and then I'm just literally gonna smudge it side to side with the brush once it's clean, because I don't want to add more color. Okay, so we've done this. We're not taking it out into a wing, we're literally just gonna smudge it. I don't want anything too harsh. Now I'm gonna go back in with the same brush. I've just cleaned off the excess product off the brush, and I'm literally just smudging this in now. I'm not taking it too far up, I just wanna smudge it into the lashes so that it gives my lashes a really nice kind of soft look. I'm going in with the Caramel Brown Obsessions palette, and now I'm gonna use this kind of pinkish brown, and I'm gonna use my Zoeva 231 brush, and all I'm doing is literally just creating a very soft lift here at the end. I'm not applying it anywhere else on the eye. I'm literally just lifting this area, and there's not much product on the brush. I've kind of taken all the excess off, but I just want a very slight lift so that, well, so I can get a lift with the eye, but I just don't want it to be so harsh. So that's why I'm going super, super subtle with how much I'm applying. Now, hopefully you'll be able to see like how a little lift at the end of the eye can really change the look. Well, I can. I mean, this looks like it's just generally lifted, and this looks like it's, you know, a bit flat. All I'm doing is just dragging it upwards, but like I said, I've got a very, very small amount of product on the brush. So I'm just gonna apply it on this side. And it's fairly easy because if you look straight ahead into the mirror, then you know what direction you want to go. You know that, right, I want to go a little bit further up, so it's not like a tricky eye look. I think that's about enough, and I like how it's lifted now and I don't have like overly dark eyes. I'm using the Toffee Brown Obsessions palette again, and I'm gonna go in with this like warm gold shade here, and I don't usually like a lot of kind of glitter or shimmer on my eyes, but I'm using the Huda contour brush. It's a very fine point brush. So this is good for, I find, the inner corners, but what I'm gonna apply this on is not the inner corners. I'm actually gonna go right underneath on the beginning of my lower lash line and just touch that area very lightly. I much prefer adding that kind of shimmer right here rather than going in the obvious place, which is the inner corner. There, just adds a really nice amount of sparkle. Next, I'm going to apply my NARS Climax Extreme Mascara. Honestly, it doesn't matter which mascara you use if you're going to be putting eyelashes on, because it's literally just for your false lashes to be able to sit onto something. Otherwise, they'll just slide right off when you're trying to put them on. I'm going to use my own brand eyelashes in Nina. This is my signature lash, basically, so one of my favorite lashes out of the entire collection. So I've let the glue dry on the lashes for about 30 seconds, and now we're just going to go straight in. So I'm literally just letting it sit on top of my lashes. I've just stuck the outer corner in, that's it. I always stick the inner corners down afterwards. So I'm going to just place this in the right position. Now we're going to stick in the inner corners, so I'm going to just lift that a bit and then stick that down. Same on this side. And there you go, it's done. I've made these lashes so they're super easy, and I hope you guys can see that, and if you try them, let me know in the comments below, because I just would love to hear what you think. And I love hearing when I've made someone's life easier. So yeah, I think you're gonna love them. I'm gonna go back in with my Climax Extreme Mascara, and I'm just gonna touch these lower lashes. Now, I've taken the excess off the brush because I hate clumpy lower lashes. And usually I just go over with my finger to just take off all that excess clump, because I just want it to look really natural. I don't want it to look too spidery. So I've decided I'm going to go with a slight pop of colour. I'm going to go in with the Caramel Brown Obsessions palette, and I'm going in with this orange shade, just to add a bit of brightness to the whole look. I'm going in with the Sigma L04 brush. It's actually a lip brush, but I much prefer using it on the eyes because it's super fine for any kind of corner of the eye. So I'm using that orange shade. Now what I'm doing is I'm just applying a very small line here. I'm following my socket line just on the inner corner there. So from the inner corner, and just going up here. I really like that pop of orange there. And all I'm doing is just kind of blending it in so it looks like it's blended into that socket, but it's only on that front section. We're gonna go over to the other side. Okay, I love these colors. And I love the fact that even though they are brown eyeshadow palettes, you still can create a subtle but much brighter look with it. So what do you think of this look? Let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear your thoughts. I want to talk about a few things that I noticed about these palettes when I was using them, and I'm going to start with pigment. Now the pigment for all of the shades that I used were great, and I loved the yellow shade. I feel like that matte yellow powder was just so refreshing because the colour stayed true to itself, and I also felt like I could keep building up on it without worrying about it dusting away that underlayer. Now what I mean by that is some of the old yellow eyeshadows that I've tried from other brands, you apply one coat and it looks great, but then when you go in to make it that extra bit kind of bolder, it just wipes away that color that you've applied underneath, and then you're just left with this really weird transparent hue of yellow. Now the colors are easy to blend, but to be completely honest with you, that does come down to your technique and also the type of brushes that you're using. Now when it comes to the palette, I've always really loved the Obsession palettes because I find that they're travel friendly, you can throw them around and you don't have to really worry about them breaking because they're plastic. And overall, I loved the Brown Obsession palettes because there's 3 different palettes. You've got the caramel, chocolate and toffee. And I feel like there's a great combination of brown shades in there. And I love the fact that she's thrown in a few bright, bold colors in there. So overall, I love them. I would personally recommend them. And if you have used them, let me know what your thoughts are below. As I mentioned earlier, if you like this video, then please press the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell button so that you never miss a video of mine. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you guys soon.